Hello everybody, welcome to Lifting with Arthritis. I'm Kevin Miller. I'm going to try to do this all in one take, so bear with me. I'm trying to get it in and out. This is a full shoulder workout. Thanks and welcome to all my new subscribers. Where to begin? Before you start this workout, talk to your rheumatologist. Make sure you're healthy enough for this. I'm going to use, when I use the term heavy and light in this workout, because I'm going to be doing heavy and light exercises. Remember, those terms are relative. Heavy for you is different for heavy for somebody else. Same with light. So, check your ego. Heavy can be a 20-pound barbell. There's no shame in that. We all start somewhere, and especially when you have arthritis, if you can lift heavy at all, count your blessings. Anyways, so this is a shoulder workout. I had a hard time putting this together for you just because my workout changes frequently. But the basics of what I'm going to do here, I apply it to pretty much every workout I do. And that is I try to attack the muscles in two separate ways, heavy and light with each exercise. So, I don't want to delay. So we're doing the shoulders. So you got delts. Delts are three. There's three sides to delts. You got the front, side, and rear delts. And so depending on what muscle you want to work out the most, that's the one you start out with. Typically, for a long time, I did lateral raises first because that's when you're the strongest. That's when you're going to get the most benefit. So, and I had really rounded shoulders. I hated that. So I used to start off with lateral raises to square off my shoulders more. Now, what I'm going to start off first here for you guys, and what I recommend most, is starting off with military press, also called overhead dumbbell press. I did a video on that. I suggest you watch that video and my video on lateral raises before you try this workout. I suggest starting out with military press because it works all three heads of your delts. And if you do them standing, it's a good compound movement. You're engaging the whole body. But what I'm going to do first is my heavy exercise, and that's a cheat military press. I'm doing really good with my arthritis today, and actually recently I've been doing pretty good all around, thank God. So what I do is, first and foremost, using a straight bar, you can lift more weight than you can with dumbbells. Most of my workouts I do dumbbells because the stabilizing makes the weight harder and heavier, and that's what you want. You want to make lightweight feel heavier if your arthritis is bothering you. If your arthritis isn't bothering you as much and you want to go heavy, you want more muscle growth, use a straight bar, go heavy. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But this is a cheat military press, meaning instead of just bringing the weight up and going overhead, I want to bring the weight up, squat down, and use the momentum to get the weight up. But essential, still, keep the core tight. You don't want to be bending your back and doing that motion. You got to be firm. Keep everything tight. So this is the first exercise. Cheat military press. Alright, that's one. Now what you want to do is 3 sets of that. Or 4 if you're doing good. If you're feeling good, you're feeling strong, do 4 sets. Preferably what I do is I try to do 4 sets of every exercise. Again, depending on how good my arthritis is doing, how good I'm feeling. Sometimes I might do more, sometimes I do less. Depends on time. But after about a minute rest, you do 3 or 4 sets of that. Take a minute rest, then you do your light exercise. Light exercise is going to be the same, except you're going to be using dumbbells and much lighter weight. So for that, just like before, so this time you're going for high reps. So that's your second exercise. So that's 2 exercises, 1 heavy and 1 light for military press. You notice when I was doing those, at the top you bring them together and bang them at the top. That's just so you get a little extra extension on the muscle and make sure you're controlling the muscle. Just talking to the cameraman right there. He's giving me time warning. I can keep this video short because I know I hate long YouTube videos. So the next exercise. Oh, and if you're winded, you want to give your muscles a break in between. What I used to do, and I still do sometimes, is do some crunches or something in between. That way you keep your heart rate up, but you give your shoulders a break. So the next exercise is lateral raises. And you can do the regular lateral raises like I showed you in the video. Do lateral raises just like this. Make sure you come up, point your fingers up. You come up the top. Now you arch your back and you put your chest out forward. Come up. Same way I showed you in the video. If you haven't seen the video on lateral raises, check it out. But I'm not sure if I showed you this. Yeah, let me do that. I'm not sure if I showed you this in that lateral raise video, but you can also do cheat raises, which is what I do when I'm feeling strong. Doing any exercise one at a time, one arm at a time, makes the exercise easier because you can cheat. You know, you can. I'm not talking about flinging the weight, getting crazy with it. Just a little bounce helps you get more weight up more times. So this is the heavy exercise that I would do. Make sure everything's tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Controlled the whole time. So you control it the whole time. Bouncing a little bit. But make sure you keep your back tight, stomach tight, chest up, and come up with it. Again, I like to do 4 sets of that. You know, you can do 3. I don't recommend doing less than 3, but I like to do 4 or more when I do these. Unless I'm pressed for time, then I'll do 3. But then you do your light exercise. There's several ways to do this. If you have bands or cables, this is a great way to do them. Same thing as before, except instead this time you're standing up straight. You're only going halfway down. So you go up, halfway down, and back up. And just do that. Now if you have bands or cables, they allow you to keep tight the whole time. It's great. I don't have that here at home right now, so I just go really light. Everything tight, chest out, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so again, you want to do 4 sets of that. So that's 2 different forms of military press, 2 different forms of lateral raises. So far you've hit all 3 heads at once when you do the military press. Now you just focused on the side delt with the lateral raises. So if you focus on the side delt, I like to go to the rear delt. So for the rear delt, kind of have a hard time going heavy at all with this exercise, to be completely honest with you. It's because it just, I don't know, I don't think like my rear delt is very strong. So what I do, now, what some people do when they do the rear delts, they like to sit like this, lean over their knees, and then take the weight like this. I don't like doing that. I did that for a long time. I feel like it strains my back when I do that. Like this. Try it if you want. What I do instead, I feel like it saves my back, is I use a bench to do it. Put a bench on a very slight incline. And here we go. So this is for your rear delt. That's the first exercise, the heavy one. Same thing as if you were bending over your knees, except you don't have to bend over, so it takes the strain off your back. Just lean over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. As you can tell, I did more than, if I was going real heavy, I shouldn't have been able to crank out that many reps, but heavier than that, I don't feel like I have good control over the weight. So you do, again, 4 sets of that. Then you move on to your second rear delt exercise. And this one is going to be done. I don't have cables, so what I use, I have bands. You can put bands on anything. Can you see me from over here, Colbert?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so bear with me, guys. I have another place to set this up. So, second exercise. It's basically the same exercise, but the angle's a little different because I have it mounted kind of high. But essentially, you just want to bring the weight back to exercise that rear delt. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Sorry, gotta ignore my ugly back tattoo. Apologies for that. Also, what you might have noticed is if a weight is too light, but you don't want to go heavier, a good thing to do is pause the rep at the hardest point. That way you get more time and retention, and it makes the weight feel heavier. That's why I was pausing at the end. And you can apply that to any exercise. So you just did all of them, all the front, side, and rear delt, the military press. You did the side, the lateral raises. Now you just did the rear with the flies, the rear flies. So next you want to do the front. So a good way to do your front delts is just with a sorry, I just got to work out. I'm tired. It's just with dumbbell raises. So, and when you go heavy with this, a good way to cheat, lift more weight, one arm at a time. Doing one arm at a time, like I said before, helps you lift more weight. So, let's come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that's, you do 4 sets of that, and then you move on to the light version. And with this, I just cut the weight in half. Now, instead of just going up and down, what you can do is to keep more time and retention. There's several ways to do it. I've heard of steering wheels. Just do like that. What I like are figure eights. Keep your back tight, stomach tight, chest up, come out, figure eights. The bigger the figure eight, the more you're working your shoulders. Just like that. That's it. So that was the front. So I think that finished it off. And if you're at the point in your arthritis when you feel like you can never go heavy, then skip the heavy versions of these exercises I showed you and just go light. And if at the end of that you don't feel like you got a good enough workout, up the amount of sets you do. That's it. You got it all. trying to get these videos out. I'm just busy. But I promise when this channel grows, we get more subscribers, I will put out more videos more frequently. I got a lot of videos planned. I just don't have time to make them. So with that, God bless. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.